gotta make it weird. What's up, Krolik? Oh, I gotta pull up YouTube chat here. Sorry, YouTube. Hold on. Hold. I guess we can go full cam while I'm doing that, even though it's awkward. Hey! Good morning, everybody. How we doing on this wonderful Saturday? There we go. YouTube, you're up. Jay-Z waking up over there in Colorado. Hold on, I'm just trying to adjust everything. This is fine. This is a good enough setup. Hope y'all are doing well. I am doing better. Drew is hungover. I've been sick since Wednesday. I went to the facility on Wednesday, and by the time the end of the day had arrived, like, I ran out of the facility the minute I could. I'm just like, this is not the place to be right now. I don't want to make all my coworkers sick. I don't want to make any of the players sick. I'm clearly not feeling well, and so I've basically been in the same 50 square feet since. But I'm feeling a lot better today. Not 100%, but feeling better. Anyways, welcome to the Madden Sim. If this is your first time here, what we're going to do in the next 90 or so minutes is basically adjust lineups in Madden 25 to, as accurately as we can, match what we think the lineup is going to be for Sunday's game between the Lions and the Cardinals. And then we're just going to let the computer play the computer and see who comes out a winner. Now, if you've been here the first 2 weeks, you may remember that the Lions lost in week 1 to the Rams. They had this beautiful comeback and then gave up a game-winning field goal in the waning seconds. Then last week, they kind of handled the Buccaneers. And, of course, both of those results were not what they matched in reality. So take that for what it is once we get going here today. Madden is certainly not infallible, as we've learned through the many years doing these. In fact, sometimes you might be better off betting the opposite of what happens. So just throw that out there. I just realized I put my phone away, which is where my YouTube chat is. So give me a second there while I continue to flew it up. In the meantime, I figure we do what we always do at the beginning of these. And that is, I really need to update my stream deck to include this button. Look at some Madden rating changes. Although this says week 2 rating, so I'm assuming that's updated, like through week 2. Should I turn my face on for this part? I gotta remember to turn it off though, because I think that screws everything up. Monitor? No. This one. There we go. What's up, Thomas? Thank you for the 20 months. It's crazy. All right, let's see what how the Lions ratings have changed through hopefully 2 games. Ragnow drops a point. Why? He did have a bad game. I'm not gonna lie, he did have a pretty bad game. But I did see on Twitter that Hutch has jumped into the 90s, and indeed he has. Still seems a little low to me. Like, what is Max Crosby? What does Max Crosby rank? Are you not just going to show me a drop-down menu? Okay. Max Crosby is a 97. Is Aiden Hutchinson 7 spots below a Max Crosby? I mean, I would agree that Max Crosby is a better player. But 7 spots? 7 points worth? I don't know. Okay. Why are you still showing Max Crosby? He's not in the search bar anymore. Reset all. There we go. All right, let's go back. See what has improved. Who has improved. Who hasn't. Carlton Davis goes down 1. Jared Goff goes down 1. All right. I don't think Carlton Davis was that bad. Terrion Arnold had a tougher day than Carlton Davis, I thought. Is that it? Levi, okay. Levi slowly climbing. I like that. I think we kind of pleaded for that last week, so I'm happy to see that. Is that all you're going to change? See, these have gotten a little boring. Like, not much has changed. I want to see. All right, whatever. We're going to leave it at that. Vaki, I don't think we saw any change with Vaki. Still 68. I know we're begging for him to just jump 1 spot, but nothing yet. But, like, this is, like, I would love to see if Jack Fox's arm rating, like passer, went up. And before, can I click on him? Is that gonna? Oh, wait. Okay. Madden, so someone call that phone number. We need to fix all of this. All of this. Now, would they show if like this went up or down per week? Like if I click on Frank, is it going to show me? Okay, it does actually show what goes up and down. So they didn't improve anything on Jack Fox's passing after that game? What about Vaki? Did Vaki go up or down? They didn't change anything with Vaki. What's his, like, receiving? I feel like it should be higher than that. All right, let's... What else do I want to see real quick? Levi? Let's see what they're doing. Why are you going to make me... It's Enrique. Why they got to make me type the whole damn thing in? What do we improve on, Levi? Awareness jumps 4. Okay, I think we've learned this in the past. Like, when they want to just bump a guy's rating up, they just throw a bunch in awareness. 4 there. 1 on finesse moves. 3 in play recognition, which I'm not sure how that's different than awareness, but okay. I'll take it. All right, forget it. That's all that we need to see. Let me load up the game. I did update for those that are concerned about that. We're updated. While that loads, let me get through some other alerts here on Twitch. Lioneer, thank you for following on Twitch. Dreskel, thank you for the 25 months subscribed on Twitch. Drew, as I said, 20 months subscribed. So it's 20 games this season, 19-1. Still alive. The 19-1 season is still alive. Thomas J. Hutchins, also 20 months. There's a lot of 20-monthers. Dr. Dunlap, 24 months subscribed to the channel. RGA's been watching 25 streams in a row. RGA, I didn't even know we've done 25 streams in a row since that became a thing that they tracked. That's incredible. Thank you for the support. Says Go Loins, of course. Go Loins. Luxables, 21 months. Says hoping Madden lines can lose so real lines can win. So the trend goes. Joshua Mercer, 50 months. 5-0. Why isn't Madden loading? And here it goes. Thank you for the follow. Here it goes again. Y'all like the Invisible Cup? Oh, everybody is Foxy's fault that the Lions lost last week. Says they didn't watch the game preview. Which one? Our new preview podcast that Chris runs, or First Bite, or something entirely different? State Nate, 45 months subscribed to the channel. Thank you so much. 45. We got a 50, we got a 45. We got some long timers in the chat today. I've put FSU on the altar of my fandom to make sure the Lions have a good season. I see. You level out the good with the bad there, Ash. Is FSU 0-3? I'm not the biggest college football guy, so I know they've been bad. I don't know if they're 0-3. McVay Rob, 22 freaking months. Thank you. Same old subscribers. SOS. All right, we got the game loading now, and I turned the music off, so my apologies if you liked the music in Madden this year, but they started to demonetize our YouTube streams because we played copyright music, which is not really our fault, obviously, because streaming a video game.
It's in the game.
Oh, Corby's taking responsibility for the loss. Says every time my wife would leave the room to go do laundry, the Lions were either winning or took the lead. Then she decided to come back and watch at the end of the game. Oh. Ooh. Listen, I'm not gonna hate on someone else's wife. That's not for me to do. I don't know your wife. Just kidding. Woodchuck under 100 bit says, let's get this show on the road so I can keep real estating. Are you a real estate agent or are you looking for a house? 'Cause I'm just saying, I might be moving next year. I could use some help. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not an adult. Why isn't this on? Oh, it is on. Whoops. No, I don't want to start a new league. He's just playing Monopoly. All right. Let's adjust some lineups. The one thing I didn't do is check if I have the, what is it, Creation Center? The most updated rosters. I assume that's part of, like, updating the entire game as they update the rosters. They do. I'm going into real estates? I'm going to real estates? What does that mean? All right. First of all, let me just check if they have the players that we need. They don't. So let's go, because I think we can all pretty much agree that Tim Patrick is going to be elevated again this week. So let's get Tim Patrick on the team. Great. Okay. I don't think we need anybody else. Let's leave it at that. Tim Patrick wasn't there. He is now, but he wasn't before. All right. Let's go through injuries and stuff like that. Obviously, nothing going on at wide receiver. You know, we need to make sure this starts happening. Actually, okay. We got a decision to make here. Because it's kind of like this, in my opinion, at fullback, right? Estate sale. Oh, you're going to estate sales. That makes way more sense. I read it wrong. Got it. I love PODD first bites, but I missed hanging and banter with you guys and Ryan off the show. Yeah, I've been thinking about whether I want to start doing those live again. I kind of went in a back and forth with my bosses about whether that should be a live product or not. I think what I've decided, kind of in my own mind, is that we'll run them live during November, because that'll also provide us another opportunity to raise money. Anyways, Brock did get reps at fullback too. That's true. Contrapson, maybe we'll throw him in there too. That feels right to me. I'm going to leave it at that. All right. Okay. Tim Patrick. Do we agree that Tim Patrick is RB3 at this point? Or wide receiver 3 at this point? I believe he got more snaps than Khalif Raymond last week. It's probably only going to continue to go in that direction. Feel like that's probably fair. I think that makes sense. Let's keep it at that. Great. We're all in agreement. That's fine. Decker's in. Glasgow is technically questionable for this game, but when Dan Campbell's asked about him, he's like, he's fine. So assume Glasgow's going to play. Ragnow's good. Zeiler's good. Sewell's good. Davenport sounds like he's going to be back. He's also listed as questionable, I believe. Was he questionable? I don't even remember. But I believe he got in 3 full practices, so we're good there. That looks fine to me. What else? Oh, once we get into the secondary, a couple adjustments to make. I think that's fine. Okay, but how do we remove Neiman? Do we cut him from the team? Because we've tried to. He found his way as the 3rd string middle linebacker. I think Malcolm probably belongs there, so we'll put him there. Oh, Anzalone. We got to talk Anzalone. I forgot. So Anzalone, concussion. In the middle of concussion protocol, practiced on Thursday and Friday, but was limited both times. You never know with concussions here, so I don't have a good feeling about this one. I think we will have a clearer answer today. Because it's an away game, he has to travel with the team, obviously, if he's going to play. But if he doesn't travel with the teams, the lines, I believe, are required to downgrade him to out. And so to me, what's tough about, and if he was a full practice on Friday, I would say he's almost certainly in. He was limited, which means he has to get some sort of full preparation in to clear concussion protocol. It doesn't have to be a full practice. Could be like a full, quote unquote, full participant during walkthroughs or something like that. I don't know what happens here. Twitch is all saying in. There is still enough time to clear. I just don't know. I don't have a good feeling on this one. VR Spy says I think he's going to be out in real life. KD says out. I think we have to put this one to a poll. And again, apologies to YouTube. I don't know how to do the polls on YouTube from my phone. So we're just going to do a quick poll on Twitch. And this is just what you want us to do in the Madden Sim, not what you think. Well, I mean, if that matches with what you think is going to happen, that's fine. But whatever wins this poll is what we're going to reflect in the Madden Sim. All right, poll should be up there on Twitch. Easy Aces, thank you for the follow. MJ Kimball, 47 freaking months. Now I realize, Woodchuck Hunter, I was reading all of your messages wrong. Right now, it's pretty darn close. 45. Oh, we're almost at a 50-50 split here. Guys got about 20 seconds left. Oh, In is taking the lead. Wow, In pulled away here. It's still pretty close. And the Ins have it. All right, we'll keep it in. Someone asked what I think the rotation will be if he's not in. It's a good question. I think you'll see a lot more Jack. You might see Jack at the will a little bit more, and then maybe more Malcolm at the mic. But you're right. Like, he also mentioned, like, listen, we've got Jalen. We like Jalen. We like Neiman. I believe Dan Campbell mentioned Neiman as well. We'll see, though. I mean, maybe we won't see. But we'll leave it as is for now. We'll also go into sub packages to make sure Neiman's not in. All right. All these guys. So Terrion Arnold, also technically questionable after being ill the first 2 days of practice, but Dan and Terrion seem to suggest he's going to be fine. He's going to be good to go. So Terrion, I'm going to keep in. Ifatu Melifonwu, though, out. So we got to take him out here and replace him with, I guess we'll just Brandon Joseph. What was the other one? Why am I drawing a blank on who's the other injury? There's someone else. It's a defensive back, and I can't think of who it is right now. Oh, Rakestraw. Where's Rakestraw? Is he... Thank you, chat. Let's take him out there. Let's... Wait. Come back. Where did I just get rid of who I was looking at? What happened to the safety? Oh, I gotta go. No, I don't want to. Did he just disappear on me? Or am I crazy? I don't want Rakestraw there. I want Branch as the second. Khalil Dorsey. Congratulations. You're the third string nickel. Doesn't really matter. All right, so sub linebacker, just so we're all clear here. Ben Neiman's all the way down here. Ben Neiman is not in any of these sub packages. Start Ben. Ben who? Johnson? Ben Neiman. Oh, Ben Neiman. All right, I think we're good. So let's go to the Cardinals. I know he's gonna find a way. Oop, we got there. All right. Couple things to. So it was looking like a very healthy start to the week for the Cardinals. Then some things happened. And now I've forgotten who it is. One of the receivers. Is it Michael Wilson? That doesn't seem right. Oh, yeah. Oh, he's not even in. Was he not playing? I thought he was playing a lot. Why is he all the way down here? Like, I think Dan specifically is like, number 4, he's kind of speedy. You got to look out for him. Dortch. Okay, well, I mean, I guess they've made the decision for us. So why is he out? Or maybe he must be their nickel. I'm guessing he's there in their nickel. I'm sorry, slot. Jesus. Yeah, there he is. Okay. So Dortch showed up in the injury report late. Let me pull this up. I'm out of my element today. I'm sorry. I'm going to blame it on the illness, not my own laziness, because why would I blame myself when I can blame something that's outside of my control? All right. So Dortch, and I don't even know if I'm saying his last name right, injured his hamstring this week. Popped up on the injury report Friday, which is always scary. If it's that late in the week, you might not have time to recover from it. He was limited in practice. I mean, that's kind of a significant loss. I mean, the thing is, we could just replace him with Zach Pascal, and he's still a 70 overall, and it probably doesn't change much. And I mean, if we want to do that, we can do that. It doesn't really matter. The bigger question, though, is right tackle. So they already have their starting right tackle, Jonah Williams, on IR. He's obviously not coming off yet. It's only been 2 weeks. Kelvin Beachum is their current starter. He's a veteran, doesn't have a ton of playing. He has enough playing experience, so they're actually in a relative good spot to have a backup swing tackle. The problem is that Kelvin Beachum also suffered a midweek injury and went limited on Thursday to no practice on Friday. Now, if this was the Lions, because I've kind of gotten a sense of how they use their injury report, I'd feel pretty confident that Beachum would not play. I don't know if the Cardinals treat injuries the same way. It could be a minor thing, and they're just like, hey, why don't you rest on Friday? We'll get you on Sunday. I don't know if they treat their practices the same way the Lions do. But I would be concerned if I was a Cardinals fan. And I don't know if you saw the head coach talk about it, but he was very short. And so I tend to think he might be out. I'm not 100% confident, again, because I don't know how the Cardinals typically treat their injuries and injury reports, but if we want, we can take him out. When we talked to our guest on First Bite, I believe he said, who? Christian Jones? Christian Jones is their undrafted rookie. I think there was another guy, and I don't think it was this guy. I think it was someone that they brought up from the practice squad, and I don't remember who it was. If you guys want, we can just use this guy, since he's listed as a right tackle. Isaiah Adams. You think so? He's also a rookie. You trust my instincts? All right, we'll just do Isaiah Adams. Screw it. Who cares? Who cares? Rookie up against Hutch. Good luck. All right, I think that's good enough. We'll leave everything else the same. Heard it from a Cardinals reporter? Okay, I trust you. I don't know why I'm saving this. All right. Let's get this thing going. Whoops. No, I do not want to exit. Let's quick play. All right. Pay attention, chat. I'll get out of the way if I need to. Cardinals. 76. 88. 76. 88, 76, 88. Great. What do we want the Lions to wear? If I had my pick, we'd just go white top, blue pants. We could go all white here. How's... Current away. Custom away. We want to go icy? I kind of want to go these. Kind of think these are the best. Ew. Sorry. I know some of you guys like that. I don't like it. All right. Poll. We'll do a poll. All white or white top, blue pants? Unis. All white, white top, blue pants. 1 minute on Twitch. Vote. What do you... I'm throwing. I'm giving you the option, chat. Most of you agree with me. You know what? I should start. I know you can do polls in which you can vote with bits. I should start making it able for some of you to just buy the poll with your influence. I forgot how to do that. In fact, I've never known how to do that, so I didn't forget how to do it. I've just never learned how to do it. Tampa, I don't know how. I only have YouTube chat open on my phone, and I don't know how to do it from my phone. I'm sorry. One of these days, I'll figure it out, or I'll have a computer that can handle having YouTube and Twitch up on my computer. But at this point, I don't. All right, white top, blue pants. Can't yell at me now. Not my fault. Whoops. Great. Cardinals. Let's look at what they got going for them. All red. Pretty slick, not going to lie. I don't hate it. It does look a little like a bodysuit, which is always a little funny to me. They got an all-white option as well. I don't understand that part. Oh. I don't hate that either. Sorry, Dice Cecil. I said it. Are they wearing all black? I think I heard that too, or at least they're wearing the black helmet, which I think is new. And for some reason, I don't like all black in general uniforms. But this kind of works. I don't know, like the black and red accent, I like a little bit more than like black and blue. White top, red bottoms. Just both going white top, color bottoms. They're going to be in all black. I think we run it with the all black. A little too Ohio State. Yeah, I didn't like those Ohio State ones. That's a good point. Maybe I'm just... What? Oh, something about the holes in the back tripped me out on that. I would assume we're wearing all black for Monday Night Football, yeah. How's this different? It's not. Man, you know what? Especially with the 0 in the front and like the scarlet grayish outline, now all I see is Ohio State. Mopac ruined it for me. Wait, so is current alternate literally the exact same as their color rush? All right, I don't know what. Throwbacks? Like even further back? Like these? 1960s? How? The 1960s does not look like that. Does not look that different from 1990. I think all black is fun to go here. What are we thinking? Give me a yes or no on all black. That's enough yeses for me. All right, let's get this thing going. And then we'll vote on it. 88, 76. 88, 76. It's a 4:30 game. Close enough. Okay. We'll go right here. We won't even start the game. We'll start right here. Again, apologies to YouTube. In this case, YouTube doesn't have anything like this, but if you're part of our Twitch audience, one thing we like to do now is gamble channel points. You get channel points as just watching on Twitch. And you can use those channel points to make us do some silly stuff or whatever. And you can gamble your channel points on the outcome of this game. I think in this instance, because there's such a lopsided 88 versus 76, I'm going to set the over-under at 6.5. Lions minus 6.5. Who wins the Madden sim? Lions minus 6.5 or Cardinals plus 6.5. And if you don't know how odds like that work, if you pick Lions minus 6.5, you win if the Lions win by 7 or more in this Madden sim. Any other outcome, you lose. Simple as that. So if the Cardinals win, if the Cardinals lose by 6 points or 5 points or 4 points or 3 points or 2 points, Cardinals plus 6.5 wins. Basically how it works is you adjust the final score minus 6.5, and if the Lions win, Lions minus 6.5 wins. If you pick the Cardinals and you add 6.5 points to the final score and they win, you win. That's how it works. All right. 6.5 is the line. You guys have 2 minutes to gamble all or any of your channel points right now. Argantis, I don't think that chat works as well when you put it in the Twitch chat. All right, let's see how channel points are getting worked out here. Ooh, someone's putting a lot on the Cardinals. Luxtable's got 70K on the Cardinals plus 6.5. 50K from Madi Tuhati on the Lions, as we're pretty even in overall channel points here. Uh-oh. Izzy just dropped 250K on the Cardinals. That makes it a little more lopsided. A lot more lopsided, I should say. I don't know where I can see how many channel points everyone has. I don't think I have that. Oh, Chris Shepard just put 250K on the Lions, and now we're pretty much exactly even. It looks like there's a little bit more on the Cardinals, but with 595,000 channel points on both. Oh, more added now to the Lions now. We are pretty darn close to a 50-50 split, and you got 40 seconds left to get the rest of your channel points in. If you want, you can wager a little bit. You can wager it all. That's not what I wanted. $20 seconds left. Still a little bit more on the Cardinals. Izzy is basically Izzy versus Chris Shepard, though, who each have over a quarter of the channel points designated to their team. Lions now pull ahead. Almost a million channel points on the Lions. And that's it. Submissions are closed. If you bet on the Cardinals and they win, you're going to double up and more. If you bet on the Lions and win, you're going to get a 1.83 return instead of a 2-1. All right. We're caught up. Channel points are in. Let's play this football game. Man AI is worse at mobile quarterback containment than NFL teams are. I believe that is very true, which is why I probably would have put my channel points on the Cardinals. But hey, it's not me. I'm not playing. We'll get Zazu in here at halftime downgraded, but I see your request. That's one of the things you can do with your channel points is request to see my puppies. But let me catch up on some alerts here. Mr. Poole, thank you for the 13 months. Says good morning and happy football weekend. Thank you. Jose, thank you for the follow. DJX, thank you for the follow. Simmons, thank you for the 8 months. Says Bill Belichick is senile. I don't necessarily disagree. Yeah, Detroit, 61 months subscribed to us. Crazy. Thank you, Yeah, Detroit. And Zero Slub, or O Slub, thank you for the 10 months. Says we are winning tomorrow, and then pulls one of the Dan Campbell emotes like that. All right. We're caught up. What's up, Nick? All right, skip this. Let's play some football. Looks like I can't tell who's getting the ball first. The Cardinals, I guess. Yeah, I guess it's the Cardinals. Are going to get the ball first unless this animation is wrong. It is not. Cardinals will start with the football. The Lions are 2-0, and actually they're 3-0 in coin tosses so far. I don't know if you've noticed. But the Cardinals will have to start a little bit behind here. It's tackled at about the 26-yard line. Uncle T-Rav. Mrs. Uncle T-Rav. I assure you that no real money is being spent on the outcome of this game. All right, here we go. Let's go. Oh, we're doing this again. This is the new this. Lions going to send a blitz here. Doesn't get to Kyler Murray, and he finds, I'm going to assume, one of his tight ends there for a first down. And it is McBride, indeed, who is coming off a fantastic second year in the NFL. First down. Throw over the middle. Huge hit there from Terrion Arnold. But McBride is going to still hang on. And that's another big pickup for McBride, who's got 2 catches and 30 yards already down to the Lions' 44-yard line. The fingers are not interlocked. What, they're just doing this? Those were some explosives. Pew, pew. Now they're going to go to the run game. But Jack Campbell is there unblocked, and he's going to meet James Conner right at the line of scrimmage. They'll give him one, but big hit there from Campbell, knocking Conner on his back. Is that 4 tight ends? No, it's still 3 tight ends. That's 13 personnel, as has been talked about this week. The Cardinals like to run a lot of tight ends there. Picks up 6 on the outside there, a little stiff arm, but he's still a little bit short. He's down the Lions' 37-yard line, and Connor's got some things he's got to say to the Lions sideline there. J-Dubs, 43 months. J-Dubs. Crazy. Appreciate the support, buddy. All right, big early play here. Cardinals in the shotgun. They need to get to Lions 34 to extend the drive. They send Conner out in motion. Kyler takes a snap. 4-man rush for the Lions. Pocket's getting pushed, and he won't get outside. Derek Barnes there. Nice job holding the edge, not giving an escape hatch for Kyler Murray. And that's not only a huge sack, but it might knock them out of field goal range as well. That's a humongous play from the Lions defense, and you have to imagine the Cards are going to punt here or try. I don't think they have a kicker. Well, they have Matt Prater, but I don't know if they're going to try Matt Prater out there for a 61-yarder. And indeed, they will punt. Lions get the stop they need. They might have to deal with some bad field position here, but no. A terrible punt. We saw this happen last week in the Madden Sim. These punts from midfield seem to be pretty tricky on the AI. And the Lions are going to start at the 27-yard line. That's a 17-yard punt, I believe, if my math is correct there. Why are we getting... Did I turn the... I must have turned the announcing audio either down or off by accident. Do it. Do it, Jared. Are you doing it? Oh, it's coming here. I see. Come on. Don't. Tim Patrick, stop blocking his hands. Didn't do it. He didn't do it. I believe that's Jahmyr Gibbs to Goff's left. He takes a shotgun snap. Plenty of time. Throws it over the middle. Finds Amon-Ra St. Brown for about 8 yards. Right over the middle. He's knocked backwards at the Lions' 35-yard line. 2nd and 2. No, I don't buy the whole Lions are rusty because of the preseason thing. I just don't. Two tight ends in to Goff's left. He's under center here. Gonna fake the give to Montgomery. Throw it down to Amon-Ra St. Brown, who jukes nobody. And he's going to come up just short of that first down marker. Almost stepped out of bounds. Kind of tiptoed the sideline. Great open field tackle there from whoever 45 is. And that'll leave a 3rd and inches here. As the... What's the name of the stadium? I've been here like 3... That ball is literally on the first down mark. Lions going I formation. Play action, though. Plenty of time for Goss. He's looking. Throws to the sideline. It's caught. I believe that's Brock Wright. Who? Brock Wright. A nice contested catch there. Lions seem to make it a little more difficult on themselves than they needed to. State Farm. They're State Farm now, huh? What did they used to be? I feel like they used to be something different. Look at that contested catch. Defender all over him. But the good protection gave Goff enough time and space to deliver an accurate throw there. And kudos to Brock for holding on to it. Goff going back under center. Not as much shotgun as we saw last week. Going to give a little counter to Montgomery, who does not follow his block. He had an inside route there that was nicely sealed off by Zeitler. But he kicked it outside. And Collins was all over that. And Goff is yelling at Montgomery, "Stop kicking it outside. What are you doing? Trust your linemen." They'll say he lost a yard on that play. His Lions go back to shotgun, 2nd and 12 here, or 2nd and 11 here. Goff, quick turnaround to Amon-Ra, who's going to get picked up and thrown down, but not before he picks up 9 there. Nice 3rd and manageable. 3rd and 2 here from their own 46? I don't remember. Yeah, it would just be University of Phoenix Stadium. That's right. Now the Cardinals 46-yard line. Goff under center again, trying to change the play at the line. Not going to run it. Back to throw. Looking. Nobody open. Nobody moving. Here comes the pressure. He's got to get rid of it. He does, and he just throws it into the turf. Lions on these 3rd and shorts are choosing not to go to the ground here, trying to catch the Cardinals. I mean, this is what they did last week. They threw it a whole bunch when we know they got a strong run game, but the Lions are going to have to punt pretty much from the same place that the Cardinals punted on their first drive. Let's see if Jack Fox can do a better job pinning them inside the 20. And he cannot. I think we've figured out some sort of glitch with the Madden Sims here. Is they do not how to angle a punt from midfield. This one goes out at the 26-yard line. Over on YouTube, a $5 super chat from Rise the Beast. Do you think some of these questionable play calls in the first 2 games have just been setting up looks for later on in the season? I think that could be a byproduct of it, but I don't think if the suggestion is that he's sacrificing the present for the future, I don't think he would do that. I think these play calls, I mean, he thinks these are going to work. But in turn, I think you could say that with a lot of his play calls, the ones that work, the ones that don't work. he's going to run different things out of that formation. If you were with us during the midweek mailbag this week, which is up on YouTube and Twitch if you want to watch it, during one of the breaks, Eric and I went over the screenplay that went for -4 yards on one of their final drives. Nice pass break up there by Amik Robertson. Forcing a 3rd and 8. Good defense. I think we identified ways that the Lions might utilize that play in a different way. You throw Gibbs out wide. You make it look like Sam Laporta is blocking for him downfield. You pump to, in this case, if you pump to Laporta and then, you pump to Gibbs and then you have Laporta leak out after that, that could be a very effective play. Here comes a blitz. Amik Robertson again. No one picked up Amik, who came in from a long ways away, and Murray was just too late to react. 2nd sack of the game for the Lions, and Amik comes up with 2 back-to-back defensive plays, and the Cardinals will punt. Ben did get a little testy in his last presser. I wasn't there, but I watched it. A little bit. But I don't think it was completely out of character for him. Same way that I actually didn't watch the Aaron Glenn one, but I read the transcript and I saw he got asked about a QB spy again, and I can tell just from his answer that he was a little flustered. Not flustered, that's not the right word. Tiffed. Which, to be fair, I mean he's answered that question before. We know how he feels about and to me, like, I just put a spy on it. Like, that's a very, like, armchair solution to someone like Kyler Murray. Perturbed, that's a good one. Prickly, I suppose. All right. I don't know, Krolik. I actually was not, like I said, I didn't watch it. I only read the transcript of AG's. Can you? Yes. Wait. You want to see down in distance? Would you rather I go this way? Do you want me to just do this? This is what you really want, isn't it? Be honest. It's fine. I can take it. You want me to be here? Too bad. No, I'll be right here. I'll give you down in distance. I don't think you need to see the play clock. I don't think that's a big deal. That's good. How dare you? Little play action, plenty of room, fires downfield into double coverage, and Amon-Ra elevates, gets hit midair, and comes down with it at the Cardinals' 27-yard line. Huge gain there from the Lions offense. What a play by Amon-Ra, and what trust from Jared Goff throwing a jump ball to Amon-Ra in double coverage, who catches it, but he catches it without even looking at it. Like, he does not even look back. He just puts his arms up. Incredible. Empty backfield here, which I know people love. 5 wide for the Lions as they're knocking on the door of the red zone. Goff's going to check this one down. Can't even see who caught it or if he got his feet in. Apparently he got 6 yards, whoever it is. But Madden decided we didn't need to see who that was. So, hey, good catch, guy. Good job. Why do you think they're waiting to sign Patrick to the 53? They obviously are going to. Because they don't need to. It would require a cut of some sort. And if they don't have to cut someone, then why would they? There's Amon-Ra wide open, turns it upfield, down to the 5, inside to the 1-yard line, and just barely held out of the end zone as he fought for every possible inch he could. He's going to set the Lions up inside the 1, 1st and goal. Yeah, he still has 2 more elevations, so I would imagine they probably exhaust that. And if you're wondering, well, that seems unfair to Tim, like, why not give him a 53-man contract? You do get a normal roster paycheck when you're elevated. Too easy. Too easy for David Montgomery as he dives completely unnecessarily into the end zone. And Frank Ragnow dancing behind him, giving him a little high five. Graham's in there too. Look at the cavern up the middle there. Absolute easy touchdown, and the Lions are up 6-0. No red zone woes there. Of course, it does help when your red zone trip starts at the 1-yard line. Oh, little pushing and shoving, and NFL Films is getting right in their faces. They're pissed off about it. Whoa! Easy. Extra point is up and good. Nice drive there. 5 plays, 61 yards. Got some nice field position thanks to nice defensive stand and a huge sack via Amik Robertson on third down last Cardinals possession. Both of those Cardinals possessions, by the way, ended with a defensive sack, kind of continuing the momentum from last week in Aiden Hutchinson's ridiculous performance. All right, Cards, who started this game with the football. 2 straight punts. Let's see if they'll do anything different on this drive. Start with the kickoff, though. The dynamic kickoff that is still stopped at 90% of the time between the 20 and the 30-yard line. This one gets to the 27-yard line, and that is where Kyler Murray will take over. All week, the talk has been about Kyler Murray's legs. They have not helped him at all so far through 2 drives in this game, but it's early. Because this is a 4 p.m. game, do we still get roster moves at a normal time today? Yes, we do. Because it has to happen by the end of day prior to the game. And 4 p.m. is kind of when transactions have to be in by. So we should know by 4 p.m. I do not know the moves yet. I think we all know Tim Patrick is going to be one of those moves. We don't know anything else, though. There, Kyler going to move his legs a little bit. Looked like he was going to run for a little and then checked it down. And I believe that's McBride again, who's now got 3 catches. He's kind of got all of the Cardinals' offensive production, and he's going to show it off. And that might be the last play of the first quarter there. For the record, I made up the 90% of kickoffs are stopped between the 20 and the 30-yard line. That is not a real official stat. I made that up. A little pressure on Kyler, but he's going to find his receiver. Not sure who that is. I don't know their numbers yet. I'm going to assume. I'm not going to assume. I have no idea who that is. The Amon-Ra of the Cardinals. And picks up about a 6, and that will be the final play of the first quarter as we watch this replay of Amik Robertson picking up a huge sack that led to the Lions' first offensive scoring drive. We return to action here. 2nd and 3 for the Cardinals at their own 46-yard line. Unless it's the opposite 46-yard line. I never remember. It's their own. Cards going 4 wide here. Murray in the shotgun takes a snap. Looking. Throws up the middle. A lot of cushion for these tight ends up the middle. Alex Anzalone will tackle McBride after his 4th or 5th catch of the game, but not before he gets into the Lions' territory and moves the sticks. Down to the Lions' 48-yard line. Did you turn the graphics down? This looks like Madden 05. I did turn graphics down after week 1. We wanted to make sure it worked a little bit better. It ran a little smoother. Going back to the run game here, which hasn't had a lot of success so far, and Jack Campbell's a big reason why. Stuffs it there for just a 2-yard gain. Connor, 11 rushing yards on 4 carries. That's less than 3 yards a carry because I'm good at math. Murray going to go under center here. Going to turn and give again, and there's not a lot of room there, but then there is literally, he spins out of it and finds a huge hole up the middle down inside the Lions 30 for an 18-yard gain. That one looked like it was initially stuffed, and somehow Connor got out of it. Aiden left chasing. Where's DJ Reader? Amik Robertson and a gang of Lions defenders eventually take him down. Amik's injury? Does Amik have an injury? I don't remember. Does Amik have an injury right now? I spend 2 days not in the Lions facility and everything is off. Pretty tightly defended there, but Marvin Harrison, I believe, is 0. Is that right? Nope. Why is Pascal 0? How's Marvin Harrison not 0? But tight coverage there from Carlton Davis, but it's held on. Down to the Lions' 13-yard line. First red zone trip for the Cardinals coming up. What innuendo? Oh, man. Rodrigo took the wrong gap. Okay, now when I just say, you put the word innuendo in my head, and a second later I say the word gap, and I'm like, I shouldn't have said that, because now. First and goal. Let's reset here. Cardinals 1 yard away from tying this up. Oh, Lord. Okay. Kyler Murray under center. Gonna throw it. Looking. Finds his receiver in the flats, and that is Tip Ryman, one of Lions fans' favorite draft targets. One of my favorite targets because his last name is one off of mine. And what a celebration. Get your hands up, Marcus. Both Derek Barnes and Carlton Davis just a step too late there, and the Cardinals are that extra point away from tying it up. Okay, Twitch chat. Yeah, when we were doing First Bite and our guest had mentioned, Bo had mentioned that Tip Ryman was on the team, like, oh, I remember him. Everyone thought he was a Dan Campbell dude and a good fit. No worries, Katie. I thought maybe I'd missed something, which is entirely possible. Bo was a great guest. Kind of just fell into that one. I didn't have a specific, we've played the Cardinals so many times, but I feel like we haven't had a consistent guest every time we do the Cardinals, and so, sometimes my search in finding a guest is very basic. You just search Cardinals beat writer or whatever, and I landed on a page, a Reddit page of all things that are just every now and then Reddit will ask a very simple question from a new fan or something. It's just hey, who are the best beat writers I should follow? And Bo was on a list of 3 or 4 people, and so I kind of went through all of them and see which ones I could easily contact, whether through DMs or emails. I think Bo was actually the first one I ended up reaching out to. Very available, and I do a little bit of extra search, he's got 15,000 followers, and these people that I respect follow him, and he does this for the team. And so Bo was just someone I didn't know a ton about beforehand, but seemed like he had the credentials. And you never know with a guest. Maybe they're a really good writer, a really good analyst for the team, but they don't kind of have the the podcast presence. But Bo, and I knew Bo was a host of a podcast, so I'm okay, that's a good start. Go through his timeline. It's okay, he's actually at the practices, things like that. So, all right, it's going to be a good guest, and it worked out. Bo knows ball. All right, I haven't been paying attention to this drive, but I just saw them give the ball to Jahmyr Gibbs, and he make a nice cut out inside to get the first down. I got distracted also because Eric is tweeting me, or tweeting about me. Oh, apparently Eric took offense that in Pride of Detroit Direct I called him my sidekick. I think that's accurate. Ooh, threw into coverage there, and Amon-Ra could not fight through it. Tight coverage there from Williams, who knocks it down. 2nd and 10. So, yeah, I mean, in general, particularly with teams that the Lions play very often, they're guests that I like. So, like, next week, I'm almost certainly going to try to get Mookie. Mookie's my dude for the Seahawks. He's smart, funny. I mean, what else do you need? Smart, funny, and a good presence. So we'll try to get Mookie for first bite next week. I have no idea who the Lions are getting out of the bye week after that, but the Cowboys, in which case we'll try to get RJ. Big fan of RJ. Good friend of RJ's. Lions going I formation here. Dave Montgomery not following his blocks and gets knocked backwards. Just when it looked like he was going to fall forwards and get the first down, he's knocked backwards, setting up a tough decision here. 4th and inches from his own 46-yard line. The real Dan Campbell would go for this 99 times out of 10. But I'm not sure I think we got to start calling him Don Krimble again. He looks closer to Dan Campbell. Or do we have to come up with a different name? They are going to punt indeed. Boo! Boo! Oh my God, what a punt though. Go out of bounds at the 1! Go out of bounds at the 1! The second time in 2 weeks, Jack Campbell has successfully coffin corner kicked it. Wow. Unbelievable. Can I get some foxes in the chat, please? Unbelievable. Can the Lions capitalize and get a 3-and-out, maybe get a safety here? Technically inside the 1 as the Cards are going to go to I formation to get out of this jam. Go to the fullback, and he's not going to get much. Aiden Hutchinson making him go around in the end zone. Derek Barnes is the one who cleans it up. They'll give him a yard, but it's still technically at the 1. It's somehow 2nd and 9 from the 1-yard line, which my math tells me is technically impossible. Kyler going to go to back to pass. Throws it up the middle. Oh, man. If Jack Campbell reacts to that in a half a second quicker, he might pick that off and go the other way. But it's caught. And it's going to give them 9 and put them at 3rd and inches from the 10-yard line. Is Fox legitimately the best punter we've ever had? I mean, he's up there. Right? The last one was pretty darn good, too, though. Too easy. Cardinals are kind of taking the Rams strategy from week 1 of just let's dink and dunk our way down the field. Trey McBride already has 5 catches on the day. And that one's good enough for a first down the Lions' 15-yard line. Give it to Connor. He falls forward for about 6. Hit after about 2 yards, but falls forward. Chat, we got something special for you tomorrow other than our normal post-game pod. Hold on, I got to make sure I cover up addresses here. We got some mail. And I'm pretty sure I know what this is. Meanwhile, Kyler Murray just escapes pressure, and he's off to the races. All the way down to the 40-yard line, and that's where Aiden Hutchinson will catch up with him. But a big gain for Kyler Murray, and that's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. But anyways, we got a package, and I'm not going to open it now because I believe some of this is for my fellow podcast guests. So if you want to see us unbox this in between segments tomorrow, make sure to show up probably around 8-ish. Game is Probably going to end around 7:30, and obviously we're going to have some post-game things I got to do, but should be fun. I'm very excited about this if it's what I think it is. Meanwhile, the Cardinals trying to take the lead before the end of the half here. He's going right back to what's been working all game. McBride for 9. He was tackled inbounds, though. Picks up 9. Sam Martin's pretty darn good, too. I haven't kept up with how Sam Martin's career has gone in Denver, I want to say. But he's pretty darn good. Kyler going to utilize the sidelines there. Finds an open receiver. There, Amon-Ra St. Brown, who I'm still not entirely sure. Is that Marvin Harrison's number? Nope. Have they thrown it to Marvin Harrison yet? Is he? Oh, that's right. He went to the Bills because of the whole Ariza thing, right? Stops the clock at 1:34. Here comes another blitz. It's picked up just in time. Huge play there, though, from Aiden Hutchinson in coverage. Look at Aiden Hutchinson dropping back into coverage and just blanketing McBride, knocking the ball out. He does everything, folks. Whoops. Oh, did they cut him? Well, there you go. I guess he's not as good. Another blitz coming. Branch is a little late there. Murray gets it out in time. Tackled inbounds there, but not before he picks up another 12, 13 yards. That one's also tackled inbounds, and the clock is going to continue to run, but the Cards are already down to the 23-yard line. That's about a 16-yard gain. Clock down to now 1:05 as Murray in the shotgun takes a snap, looking, throws over the middle again, tackled again. This time it's Tip Ryman who's pushing and shoving with Jack Campbell. Careful. Someone's going to get a flag there. 6 yards. Clock continues to run. Arizona's not used any of their timeouts. In fact, maybe the Lions should consider using one of their timeouts now to potentially edge out another reception. I can't talk today. Another possession. The middle of the field is just absolutely open, and until something changes, Kyler is going to continue to target McBride down there, all the way down to the 5 now. Clock again going to continue to run here, I believe. Nope, never mind. Arizona called the timeout, which is a pretty dumb timeout. Why is there so much punt chat happening in Twitch? Twitch, you've never disappointed me as much as you are currently. Talking so much punting. No offense, but I feel like you're doing it to hurt my feelings. Kyler going to roll out here, and he's going to score. I mean, you can just tell he's going to score. The AI too slow to react, and Kyler scrambles for a 5-yard touchdown and a 13-7 Cardinals lead with just seconds left in the first half. Like, I mean, I don't know what Kirby Joseph is standing there for, and Alex Anzalone is just doing nothing. Listen, I don't have to tell you again. Special teams, special people, okay? I understand. That's got my name on it. But punters aren't included. Punters are the sign of forfeit. I was taught not to give up. Punting is giving up. No, I can't and won't ask that, Sweaty. I also won't see AG. I'm not going to the game. Does Jeremy still have a room named after him at the Lions facility? Sure do. I sure do. Did you know that Jack Fox has an 80% career pass completion percentage? He does, and the one is just one that he has not completed was a drop. It was not his fault. I believe it was Igwebuike? I think it was Igwebuike. It was a running back for sure who dropped it. All right, 29 seconds left. The Lions do have 3 timeouts here. They could chip away at the lead there. We got to run this play, of course. There it is. I can't tell if those are interlocked or not. But the Lions will get the ball to start the second half. That's the good news. They are going to try to score points here. Goff plenty of time. He's going to loop one over to J-Mo, who finds some open field all the way down into Cardinals territory, down to the 47-yard line. Timeout, Lions. 22 seconds left, and J-Mo has arrived. That is a dangerous pass. If one of those Cardinals defenders had gotten his arms up, I think it was Murphy Bunting, had a shot at it, but he was following his guy, did not see the pass coming that way. All right, maybe another 10 yards to feel super comfortable about trotting Jake Bates out there. We'll see. Goff checks this one down to Brock Wright, who takes a huge hit after just a 5-yard gain down to the Cardinals' 42-yard line, about a 60-yarder from here. Don't know if the Lions are super comfortable with that. They only got 1 timeout left, 18 ticks. Goff will go shotgun. 3 receivers to his right, including Sam Laporta. Takes a snap. Looking, still looking. Throws to his left. Finds an open receiver. It's Laporta who blows over a defender down inside the 5-yard line. It looked like he was going to keep his footing and score, but he set the Lions up for at least 1, maybe 2 shots at the end zone here to tie the ball game up. What a huge play there. I don't know how Laporta got so open. And, man, I thought he was about to score after he lowered his shoulder into Starling Thomas. Oh, no. I don't know if Starling Thomas got a taste of that in training camp last year. But, my goodness. All right, here we go. Goff looking. 8 seconds left. 7, 6. He can't take a sec. He's going to just throw this one out of the end zone. 6 seconds left. It's probably enough to run one more play. I don't think Madden is smart enough, though. We'll see. Are they going to try to run one more play to tie this ball game up, or are they going to trot Jake Bates out there to make it a 14-10 ball game? They are. They're going to take the conservative route, take the 3 points. You don't want anything crazy to happen like last week at the end of the half. You take your 3 points and you run. Thankfully, the Lions sidelines had made a decision there to send the kicking team out and not do both. All right. 3 seconds left. Hopefully just a formality here. 10.5. Hopefully nothing crazy with a kick return here. If real coaches were in charge here, you probably just kick it out of the end zone, but Madden's probably going to give the Cardinals a chance here to return it. So let's just hope no disaster here. What is that, McVay Rob? Do I want to know? Oh, Grammy-worthy, so someone is singing. And the disaster has been avoided. Cardinals tackled inside the 25, and that'll do it for the first half. Teams head to the locker room. Cardinals 14, Lions 10. Detroit will get the ball to start the second half, coming off a drive in which they had to settle for a field goal, but put up points. They put up points. Here, we're just going to watch. Oh, halftime. Dog show at halftime, of course. Thanks to Downgrade 20, if you're here still, Downgrade 20. Submitted a Zazu cameo request using his Twitch channel points. So after the kickoff, we'll bring him in because I can't pause it now because Madden is weird. Will post-game stream be tomorrow night or Monday? We were just working that out. Literally got some responses in our Slack during the stream. It looks like the preference is to go tomorrow night. So we'll probably go tomorrow night. I would imagine between 8 and 8:30. It's going to be a quicker show just because that's late. Someone's got to work on Monday. All right, Lions getting the ball. Going to start inside their own 25, but it's halftime. In the Madden Sims, they do the second half kickoff before halftime. Zazu, you have been summoned. Come here, sir. Come here. Come here. Yeah. Gotta come all the way up. Oh, good boy. And then we gotta go full cam so you can say hi to the people. Whoop. Did that work? That didn't work. Come on, full cam button. Why aren't we working? Okay, we gotta manually do it. Oh, say hi to the people. Right there. Right there. No, not outside. Okay. 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 You just like to look outside. He's covering up my face skin. I'm starting to think you do this on purpose. It's kind of hurting my feelings. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Should we go to the park today? What do you think? I think we probably should. No one wants to watch college football, right? Especially when no one wants to watch Michigan get dog walked by USC. No, they don't. No, they don't. So we'll go to the dog park, and then you'll watch me do meal prep and eat all my things I accidentally spill on the ground. Is that what we're going to do? I think that's what we're going to do. You got one just like this, Arthur? Little 60, 70-pound hound mix? Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Why are you leaning into me like this? Zazu is about 5.5. Got him in 2019. He's born, we think, around sometime in March of 2019. I got him after about, I want to say 4 or 5 months after he's born. Little puppy boy. Born in Louisiana. And then they drove him all the way up to the Humane Society up here. You got a little Southern Creole to you, don't you? Not really doing anything. You want a kiss? He doesn't like kissing me. You don't like kissing me. That's fine. What if I put my face in front of yours? You like that? You don't like that as much? Oh, okay. All right. Well, there you go. Zazu does not bark in a cage. In fact, the first year I had him, he didn't bark at all. I don't know if he didn't know how to, didn't ever think it was needed. I think it was a learned behavior. I think he eventually learned from other dogs to do it. It was a little bit more peaceful when he didn't know how, but it is what it is. It's how they communicate. I can't be mad at it. Video games. There we go. All right, let's get back to it. Huge fan of the Saints' hot start. 35 pounds. Puppy. A puppy. Found it running down the road, lost. Oh. That's both sad and awesome that you took him in. I challenged his dominance. He backed down like a coward. COVID happened, then he went nuts. Maybe that was it. Dad was around a little too much. All right. Lions with their own 3 tight end set. Going to send Laporta in motion here. Left to right. And he does his little waddle motion. Little play action, but here comes the pressure. He throws it. And Kevin Zeitler's back. Huge hit there from Starling Thomas. Former Lions undrafted rookie signing. Now starting for the Cardinals. So all of the cash-ins from last Movember, I think we're going to do during Movember. Don't you ever forget it, Woodchuck. Laporta. Motion, then motions back. Goff looking, backing up. Throws that one away. That's a souvenir for someone on the sidelines, and Goff is telling someone you ran the wrong route. Going to set up a 3rd and 10 after 2 straight incomplete passes. Jonathan Gannon looking on. I almost called him Chris Houston, but Carlton Davis. Is it weird that 23 I went to Chris Houston before I went to Darius Slay? Is that weird? Oh, boy. Goff hit again as he throws. That one goes straight into the turf, and the Lions go 3 and out. 3 straight incomplete passes, and I know what everyone on Twitter would be writing right now. Run the ball! Run the ball! Well, maybe not wrong in this instance, as the Lions are going to punt it away. But that does mean we get to watch Jack Fox again. Boom and punt all the way down to the Cardinals 30. He's going to have an opportunity for a nice little return there, though. Gets past the 45-yard line down to the Cardinals 46, and he'll be knocked out of bounds there. Sure did do Darius Slay dirty, but you know what? Kind of worked out for him, too. Got to play in some big games in Philly. He wasn't there. Was he there for the Super Bowl? He wasn't, right? I don't think so. But the Super Bowl win, I should say. He obviously got to play in the Super Bowl against the Chiefs, but lost. I don't think he ever won one. Just dinking and dunking. Dinking and dunking all the way down the field. Future Pride of the Lions. Remember Jack Fox. Do they have a punter in the Pride of the Lions? Cardinals already in Lions territory, knocking on field goal position here. They're going to give it to Connor. He's going to try to get the outside, and Jack Campbell keeps saying, "What are you thinking? Do not run it at me." Strong start to the game for Jack Campbell. 3 run stops. That one will go for -1 yards. 2nd and 11 for the Cards. Kyler going to, again, right up over the middle. Again, Trey McBride. Again, 9-yard gain. Alex Anzalone in on the tackle there, but Cards down to the 34-yard line. Definitely in field goal range now. Big play coming up here for Detroit's defense. Wants to hold them to this long field goal attempt. Cannot go down 2 possessions this late in the game. Murray will go under center here, looking to pass. Backing up. Aleem's chasing him. Can Aleem catch him? No, he cannot. And there's Kyler Murray legs, who runs right around the secondary, right around McNeil, all the way down to the 16-yard line. That is a humongous play right there. Man, Aleem almost got him, and then Amik Robertson was just kind of caught being a bystander there. You'll see around the edge here, he'll run right by Amik, who's just standing there. He's not covering anybody. He's just standing there. Just standing there, and then lets him run around him. That was Carlton Davis. My bad. Still. Is it Chris's birthday? Perfett's? Should I have known that? Probably. Davis has been okay. Not a ton of room out there for Connor. Picks up 3. Lions have done a relatively good job keeping the traditional run game in check. But as expected, Kyler Murray's made a couple big plays with his legs here, including a 3rd down run that extended this particular drive and moved them down into the red zone. Lions need a red zone stop here. Hey, congrats, Drew. Happy belated. Get out of bounds. Oh, nice pass break up there. Is that a Meek again? Popped him. Drove the ball. Probably put his head right there on the ball. Popped it out. Forced the incompletion. And now the biggest defensive rep. Oh. You hear what song they're playing? Go Shorty It was your birthday, Drew. Playing it for Chris. Lions sending the blitz. Kyler gets it out, read the blitz, found the open receiver, and is that Marvin Harrison? C8, that is Marvin Harrison. A lot of chippiness going on here. But Harrison gets the Cards down to the 2. All right, Korolik. All right. That's a common thing that they say. Two third-down conversions here. Kyler going to just scramble this one for a touchdown. You could see it happening immediately. Too easy. And Arizona's got a 2-score lead as Kyler Murray finds some zen in the end zone. Maybe they should call it the Zen Zone. No? Okay, sorry. I should have gone full cam there. But my Stream Deck just is so freaking finicky. Doesn't work. Anyways. All right, Lions are going to have to work their way back from a 2-score lead in the second half. Meanwhile, Jack Campbell is yelling at Aiden Hutchinson. Not looking good for those of you that took the Lions minus 6.5. They got some work to do down 11 points. They need, if my math is correct, 18 points in the final quarter and a half. Yeah, I mean, maybe that's what's going on. Madden is currently 0 for 2 in predicting the correct winner. So if you want to go based on that, maybe this is a good sign. It is very bizarre, though, to see two not very closely rated teams, an 88 and a 76. And the 76 is just kind of dog-walking the Lions right now. Short kick there. That'll give Khalil Dorsey an opportunity to return. He gets back to the 30. There we go. Decent return all the way to the 36-yard line. Gives Jared Goff good field position to chip away at this 2-score lead. But not a lot of time to do it. You'd like to see him get a quick score here. Maybe test this Cardinals defense downfield. He's taken a couple deep shots so far. He found J-Mo for a big game. He found Sam Laporta wide open. Maybe time to call this play. Can't see it because Amon-Ra's in the way. I'm just going to assume he did it. Lions go in jumbo package. Dan Skipper along with 2 tight ends on the right side. They'll send Sam Laporta in motion to the left where he does a little waddle motion. And they'll give it to Montgomery, who speeds downfield, finds an open hole, but gets pushed backwards after a 6-yard gain. Good pickup on first down. You'd like to see him maybe get a little more yards after contact. But nice to see the Lions relying a little bit more on the run game, not becoming one-dimensional, using Penei Sewell for all he's worth. This time they'll go play action. Goff looked like he was going to run. Oh, my God. Looked like he was going to run and then threw it right to a defender. Not sure what Goff saw there. Zaven Collins with the pick. Just sitting there in zone coverage. He didn't even have to move. He could have just stayed there the entire time. And the Cardinals have absolute command of this football game now. He's taken down right around midfield. Goff thrown across his body. Just not very Goff-like to start this season. Made it far too easy. Was targeting Jameson Williams on that play. Don't know what to say, folks. Just not the Madden Lions' day. Matt, you're not the only one that seems to get heated or emotionally involved in these Madden sims, and I think that's why we do them. Is because they're both frustrating and fun and silly to look back on, like, why am I getting that emotionally charged about a literal computer simulation? All right, Kyler Murray will take over at his own 47-yard line. Lions absolutely have to hold them to a field goal or less here Aiden Hutchinson on the loose. So is Aleem McNeil. Huge sack there. The Lions' third of the day. That one will go to Aleem McNeil, and it's a 12-yard loss. Him and Aiden Hutchinson getting down a little bit, and Marcus Davenport do a little boogie too. Look at how quickly Aleem sheds his block. You won't. You can't. You're just gonna watch him tackle a player. Oh, maybe. No, he still didn't rewind it enough. But okay, sure. Almost like getting 2 Lions games per weekend. I wouldn't go that far, but listen. I'm humbled if you view this on the same level of actual NFL football. Stop. Kyler gonna check this one down to Cardinals Amon-Ra. I'm just gonna keep referring him to him as that. Picked up way more than I thought. 14. It's a third and manageable, 3rd and 8 for Kyler Murray, who's got an impassioned speech going in the huddle there. Lions got to get off the field. 3:17 left in the third quarter. Kyler's going to take the shotgun snap. Look, drop back further. Continue to look. Now he's going to scramble. Can he get on the outside? Yes, he can. Is he going to scramble for the first down? Yes, he will. And down the sideline further, all the way down to the Lions' 23-yard line. Murray was able to break the Lions' contain there. I believe it was Malcolm Rodriguez who was on the edge. Let him get outside, and there was no one there. Murray's all the way up to 70-plus yards rushing, and now you're just hoping to hold him to 3. Quick screen pass there to Terrion Arnold. Yes, I know he plays for the Lions as a cornerback, but I just haven't learned any of these numbers. Pascal, that's right. He picks up 5 down to Lions' 18-yard line. Not looking good, folks. Not looking good unless Madden continues its inaccurate trends. Here's the 13 personnel Cardinals are looking at. Quick screen again, though. Throws away from that those tight ends. Good open field tackle there from Carlton Davis, setting up a 3rd and 1 from the Lions' 14-yard line. Stone Cold! Thank you for the Twitch Prime subscription. First-time subscriber. You got to love to see it. Just like I missed it earlier, Grand Vader, if you're still here, you did the exact same thing 48 minutes ago, and I missed it. Appreciate you. And for Reaper, Aquaman, Contrapaston, thank you for the follows. Meanwhile, James Conner picking up a first down inside the Lions' 10-yard line, down to the 9, setting up a 1st and goal. I keep saying it. This time I mean it more than ever. The Lions have to get a stop here. They need a goal line stop here, or this game is going to be over before we get to the 4th quarter. They need to hold this to 2 possessions, and a field goal would do that. Murray got an empty backfield, taking the shotgun snap. Looking, quick throw inside to the left. It's caught by Pascal down to the 4-yard line. I haven't looked into any mods yet because the Lions are technically 1-1 in these mods. In these sims. If it gets bad after the bye, I'll start looking into it. Murray still in the shotgun. This time he's going to give to... Oh my gosh, there's DJ Reader wondering where he's been, and he just made himself known throughout the entire stadium, taking Connor down for a 3-yard loss, I want to say, on that play. Setting up a 3rd and goal from the 7. Duck Lion, 21-month subscribe, says, what a ride it's been. Sure has. And thank you to Zach Rose Dower for the follow. 3rd and goal here. Lions need to stop. Throws over the middle. Wide open receiver. That's their Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Arizona Cardinals. Michael Wilson with the 7-yard touchdown grab. Too much time for Kyler in the pocket there. And Lions just, I don't know. Kirby Joseph, the nearest defender there, but that looked like zone coverage, and someone had left their responsibilities. Oh, boy. And this is now a 3-score game with an extra point, 28-10 Cardinals, as this Lions team, they got to figure something out here. Dan Campbell essentially punching Aiden Hutchinson in the chest. Not a good look. Someone had asked earlier if Dan Campbell should have approached his answer to the whole harassment thing with his house and all that sort of stuff differently. No. I don't think he ever would. And it's not in his nature to be like, hey, this sort of thing's unacceptable in our culture. We need fans to act more responsible. Like, it's not who he is. It doesn't accomplish anything. It gives these people more attention, that committed this harassment. I think you commit harassment like that for one reason: attention. And so I'm sure they've been loving it lately. But I don't think Dan wants to feed into any of that. So ignore the bad, annoying people and praise the good ones. That's exactly what he did, and I think that's exactly how you should handle that sort of situation. I know it might be cathartic to call those people out and say, hey, what a bunch of dickbags. They don't represent who we are, blah, 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 like things like that, but I don't think that accomplishes anything other than self-serving goals, which, if there's anything we know about Dan Campbell, he's not much of a self-serving guy. He's a very selfless person. Haven't seen much Jahmyr Gibbs in this game, and maybe that's why. Draw play there, absolutely no success, and I think we're going to go to the fourth quarter like that. Gibbs slow to get up, Lions down 18 points. This has been a very, very sad simulation so far. Lions were out to a 7-0 lead in this game. Since then, it's been a 28-3 Cardinals run, and really not much going on for the offense. Adrian on YouTube says, Lions went 0-16. Cool. I just did what I said Dan Campbell wasn't doing, and rightfully so, which is feeding the trolls. All right, let's get back to action here. Sam Laporta picking up a first down, taking a hit low. Dirty hit, am I right, Vikings fans? Going low like that. Bear slays. In 2018, I went to South Carolina. Oh, sorry, I thought we were just saying useless things from 2008. Fair. Goff going to throw this one to the sidelines. That's J-Mo. Picks up 8 before getting thrown out of bounds. Stop the clock temporarily until they set the ball. People don't know that, and maybe Madden doesn't know that either. But when you go out of bounds in the fourth quarter outside of 5 minutes, the clock restarts once the ball's set. In fact, look at that. The clock is running. Goff going to try to work the other sidelines this time. Won't be able to connect with Amon-Ra St. Brown. That ball had to travel a long distance and not an accurate pass. What did I just see? Bear Slays! Thank you for using your Twitch Prime as well. 6 months subscribed to the channel. Appreciate you. How Now Brown Cow, before that with the 18 months, says Eli Liberty Boutros Ghali Slobodan might you know bitch. Young Day Party. I don't know if I should have said all of those things, but I did, so you're welcome. I don't know who. Should I know who Eli Litby is? Should I be saying that guy's name? I'm always a little afraid of what you guys are trying to make me say when I don't know what you're going to make me say. Like, I know Slobodan Milosevic, which is, and Boutros Ghali. But I'm a little afraid. Don't make me say bad things. All right, nice little design play there. I don't know. Who's 80? That is not Tim Patrick's number. Isn't he like 17? Madden. Oh, we signed him. That's right. We signed him ourselves. Sorry, Austin. You got to subscribe or donate. Are there cons to having a chip as an edge rusher? I mean, yeah, it takes longer for that receiver to get out and open, right? It's one less receiver right away. But I think you probably take that. All right, well, the Lions moving the ball pretty efficiently, too. They're all the way down to the 10-yard line now, 6 minutes left. I'm worried about this game. Listen, the Cardinals are a threat. Anytime you have a quarterback, a dual threat quarterback, it presents a unique threat that I don't think the NFL has I don't think the NFL has a clear answer for. Defensively, I think they're beatable, but you have a playmaker in Budda Baker that is scary. He can do a lot of different things, and you have to avoid. But I don't think it's a good defense. I know they haven't given up a lot of points. Hey, look at there. Look at Dave Montgomery getting some gritty yards there, getting in the end zone. But we all know how many injuries the Rams are currently dealing with. The Bills basically, they hung 30-something on them, right? And really was able to do whatever they wanted with the Cardinals defense. So I'm confident the offense is going to get a bounce-back game now. If the offense struggles continues, then, yeah, this could be a very tough matchup. But I'm, considering how healthy they are on offense, on defense and offense, really, considering how much I like the defensive line so far, I think they'll end some drives. They'll force some punts, and I think the offense will be consistently good, and I think that'll be enough to push them to victory. But the Cardinals have enough talent to make it hard, and there's just not that much of a difference between good to great teams like Detroit and okay to good teams like Arizona. It's not going to be an easy game. It very rarely is in the NFL. But I think the Lions are the better team, and I think they'll eventually come out. All right, this game is not quite over yet, but the Lions defense needs to get things moving here. Want to see how the Lions deal with 12 and 13 offensive personnel formations. Yeah, I mean, to me, I think the Lions are uniquely... I wrote this in PODD, but I think the Lions are uniquely equipped to handle 12 and 13 personnel because what that's trying to do is take a defensive back off the field. It's trying to add more to your front seven, like maybe even go front eight. But the Lions, through 2 weeks, have shown that they love to live in front seven. Their base formation, they've been playing over 60% of the time, and that's against teams that like to spread it out. The Rams, the Bucks, they love 11 personnel. They love three wide receivers out there. And so if the Lions are going base against that because they want to, going up against 12 and 13 personnel is playing into what the Lions want to do defensively. Now, I get that the challenge in being in base personnel with 7 men front, when you're going against Kyler Murray, he can beat you with your athleticism. Like that's the challenge, is you have less athletic players out there against Kyler Murray, and that's scary. Yeah, I get that. But it's all about containment from your front four, your front five. And I think the Lions have actually done a relatively good job of doing that so far. I know people were annoyed by what Baker did on back-to-back plays with his he's offsides, get back onside. Okay, cool. But they sacked him 5 times. No! Come on! We're just talking about the ability to contain Kyler Murray, and for the 3rd time in this game, he converts, maybe the 4th time in this game, he converts with his legs on 3rd down because there's no containment. On a 3rd long, on a 3rd down, the Lions needed to get off the field. Come on! There's a hold! Marcus Davenport would have held the edge, but 74 held him. We all saw it. Yeah. So, Monty2, how do you... I think the Lions tweeted about it this week. This whole year, there's like a whole international kind of movement thing where players, if they want, can have an international flag on their helmet. So I guess Hutchinson's origins come from Switzerland. I think I don't remember who else. There's a few other players that have it too. I think Anzalone has the Italian flag, understandably so. I don't know who else has ones, but there's a few. Saint Germany, that makes sense. I think that's for the whole year. I could be wrong. I thought Rodrigo may have had one too. Yeah, Mexico. Still some SOL embedded in the code. See, this game the Lions have done an okay job on first and second down. It's third and longs that are killing them, which was a problem last year. I think we all remember the third and long woes that the defense had. But I'm telling you, I think they're equipped this year to do better. Now, having a mobile quarterback in Madden is a cheat code, especially when you're going computer versus computer, because the computer just... What kills me is like the AI of guys standing in zone, watching Kyler Murray very clearly escape from the pocket and run, and they're just going to stand in that zone the entire time and just watch as Kyler Murray loses containment. There you go. Argantis has a link to the international flag thingy on the helmets. Well, they beat him with their arm that time. Jeremy, I noticed defensive players lining up in the neutral zone and not getting called for offsides. Do officials let those go on purpose? I would say no. That is not typically something that they would let go on purpose. Well, I think that was enough to call game here. There's technically 3 minutes left, and technically it would still be a two-score game if the Lions can get a stop here. But one, the Lions haven't been able to stop this offense all game. Two, I don't think 3 minutes, less than 3 minutes when the Lions are actually going to get the ball, is enough to come back and score twice. They will force the receiver out of bounds there, stopping the clock, but 9-yard gain, so who cares? A pick six would change things dramatically. And I'm not even entirely sure why the Cardinals are passing the ball, although Lions' run defense has been pretty good. But there's a keeper, and that one's going to score. Nope, going to tackle him at the 1. Which is theoretically maybe even worse, because now the Cardinals will have more opportunities to run clock. They'll probably still score anyways. Kyler has officially beaten the Lions with his feet in this game, which is... I know a lot of you were worried about that on Sunday. This simulation has done nothing to qualm those fears at all. It's qualm, right? It's Qualm. It's not qual. Qualm. I don't know why I'm second guessing myself there. Quell? What's qualm? Okay. Is qualm even a thing? Did I make up that word? Quell? I don't like... Qualm sounds better. I don't like quell. I'm not even paying attention to the game anymore. Chat, just teach me English. Qualm? Oh, like get into a qualm? Calm those fears. Maybe that's... I'm just mixing quell and calm. Is that what's happening? That is... Oh, of course Eric's here. The teacher. Eric, stop talking shit about me on Twitter. This is why when people say, like, hey, you're actually kind of good at this announcer thing, I'll do something like that and I'll be like, ugh. I wouldn't be able to take getting dragged on Twitter all freaking day. Like, a post on awful announcing, like, here's the 10 things that Jeremy Reisman said that aren't real things. Eric, they won last week, and I think you meant depressing. Ha ha ha, I got you back. Ha ha. It auto-corrected me, not my fault. Yeah. 0-2 on mailbag bets. To be fair, like the first one, I arguably didn't lose. The second one, I went a little bold, just like calling my shot on the roster moves. All right, last 2 minutes here. What's up, Lucky? This is as casual as Madden gameplay as you can get because I'm not even playing. We're just watching. Is there literally any other streamers that do this, that just set up simulations and watch them? I feel like I've never seen it anywhere else. Like, I know there are websites that post like simulation highlights and things like that, but like live streaming a simulation, do people do that? I'm not saying I'm the most like creative person at all. It's not at all. I wouldn't consider this like Madden Sims in general are not a unique thing. No qualms about it. Dang it. No, wait. No qualms about it. That's a thing, right? As in there's no tiffs about it. There's no disagreements about it. Quell those qualms. Lucky, it's going to be okay. I mean, it might not be, but I'm just going to say it's okay. Hey, look at Tim Patrick making a difference. I mean, not really making a difference. Tim Patrick getting some garbage time yards. So the Lions down 18 points here. Minute 44 left about it. No quacks. Wait. Now you're confusing me. Duck Lion is the one that gets to say quack, not you. You can't use that term. Duck Lion can. Because he's a duck. Oh, Gibbs, a little angler out. Were you watching there, Eric? You got your angler route from Jahmyr Gibbs. It got him murdered in garbage time, but you got what you wanted. Arthur Fonzarelli is in our YouTube chat. Hey! The Lions are 8-0 after a loss in the last 8 straight up against the spread. Yeah. I never know what to make of stats like that because, like, on one end, it's like, right, it's like extremely surface level, right? Like, what do those games have to do with this particular matchup? The answer is nothing. But I suppose it speaks to this team's resilience. I suppose it speaks to Dan Campbell's ability to lead and keep this team level. But at the same time, those 8 games have no bearing. Like, the analytical person that I am does not allow me to give much credence to things like that because they're, I don't want to say they're meaningless, but they're just like, okay, but I'm talking about these two teams. I'm not talking about what the Lions did in 2023 or in going back to whenever. You know what I mean? Question, how much do you need to know to get you to read a paragraph? I mean, you just, whatever. I mean, it depends. First of all, it depends what you write. I will not guarantee that I write whatever you send. But I would say in general, if a resub or a bit donation of 100 bits or regular donation of $5 or more, I'll go out there and I'll read what you have to say as long as it's appropriate and you're not making me say something offensive in any sort of way. Preferably not politically charged either, because I don't need that in my life. Even though I certainly have some things to say and maybe watched a documentary on Max this weekend that got me a little fired up. Okay, no, hold on. All right, we're done. Sorry. So, yeah. Anyways. Not going to get into it. Anyways. Lions trying to cut in to their deficit here and going to throw an interception. And that's an interesting choice by Jared Goff. And it's going to get returned for a touchdown probably because Amon-Ra's not going to catch him. Sam Laporte's not going to catch him. And Jamo might catch him. Get him, Jamo! Get him, Jamo! Dang it! A 103-yard interception return, and this is turned into a blowout. The Cardinals, for a second week in a row, are just going to absolutely destroy their opponent. Cardinals Super Bowl contender? Question mark. Well, if you came here hoping to quell your concerns about the Lions, you have come to the wrong place. Unless, if you want to continue to buy into the Madden curse, this is our own version of the Madden curse in which whoever wins the Madden sim has lost the actual game. Could be 3 for 3. Although sometimes I wonder, the minute we acknowledge it, it stops working. Screw it. Who's in for Applebee's? I could go for some 50-cent boneless wings. It's not quack. You made me say it. I can't say that word. Squash? Squash? Cover your mouth. I'm sorry. I could go for some boneless wings. Going for you, Brad. What's the guy's name? It's not Brad. I can't remember who it is. Kyle? No, that's not it. I don't know who it is. I feel like it's a single synonym name. Greg? Is it Greg? Craig? Craig. It's Craig. It's not Quiche. It's not Quell. It's not Qualm. It's Craig. Coming for you, Craig. That's right, Captain. That's not Steve. It's Craig. It's definitely Craig. You were very close. I remember it was someone on offense's first name, and I couldn't remember who it was. Craig Reynolds. Does he say coming for you, Craig? I don't think he says I'm coming for you either. I blew the entire punchline. And now we're just getting inaccurate Jared Goff. I suppose I can give out the channel points a little early here. I don't normally do that. But pretty sure the Lions are going to score 40 points in 33 seconds. Choose outcome. I think Cardinals plus 6.5 may have come out the victor here. There you go. Is it I'm coming for you, Craig? Coming for you, Craig. Oh, it's Zazu's Heart Guard Day. We got to give Zazu's Heart Guard meds. Eric, I know what qualm means. You don't need to send me a screenshot of the definition. Okay? It's literally the antonym of the way I was using it. You can't qualm fears because qualms are fears. It's an uneasy feeling. You quell them. You quell your calm. You qualms. I hate this. I hate this. This is why I did so bad on the English SAT portion. I got an 800 on the math, and I went into writing. Imagine that. I could be making a much better living right now as an engineer. Jared Goff had to put up top 5 stats for 2 seasons to be a top 15 quarterback in Madden. He has 2 rough games this year, and Madden starts shitting on him instantly. Oh my god. Like, what is even the point of that throw? Is that going to be the final play right there? Exhibition mode is the issue? Professional journalist does not know words. More at 6. I'm engineering that pretty good. We've got an editing staff. Oh, final play of the game. They got one off. Throw it to the end zone, for God's sakes. That is how this nightmare is going to end. I did not get scholarship offers. I don't know. Math interested me like for a little time in middle school. It always just made sense to me. But there was a game that we used to. I took like a math enrichment class. I think it was in middle school. I think it was, and like we played this competitive game called. I think it was just called Equations, and I don't remember how the game worked at all, but I loved it. I was super good at it. I had worked my way onto the number 1 table. Like it was almost like you played like getting delegated. Like if you were last in a game, you'd move down to the second table. I was in the first table the entire year. Like I worked my way up there and I stayed there the entire year. Not that you guys care about any of this stuff, but I'm kind of just like going down my own memory lane here. If anyone knows the game Equations, teach me how to do it again, because I totally forgot, and I want to live that life again. God, now that I'm thinking about it, it's like 30 years ago. Not quite. 25, we'll say. Hey, Jeremy, are you going to start the Madden Sim or what? We're pretending we didn't watch this. Just say you're not doing one today. Oh, yeah. Sorry, too busy. These are just like this year's stats. I mean, they're not that far away from this year's stats. Goff, a lot of yards, a terrible passer rating. Kyler Murray, not that many yards, an amazing passer rating. Is this rushing? Oh, Kyler Murray has 111 yards. That makes sense. Please check settings, please, because exhibition makes it unfair to people betting. Why do you say that? What is about exhibition settings that make things bad? I have no idea, Silver Rush. Wow, I had no idea Amon had that many receiving yards. McBride had 8 for 81. It doesn't take the ratings into... Really? Is that true? You may have figured out something that we didn't know this entire time. So, when you say... All right, let's go back. Okay. Let's go through the process we normally go through. So we go to custom game. We do this. The event type is always exhibition. Is that what you're talking about? I mean, but what my only other options are Super Bowl and quick presentation. Is that what you mean? Or are you talking about like difficulty level? Because like skill level, we don't have an exhibition. That's not even an option. Game style is simulation. So, but it says right here, simulation, authentic NFL style that plays true to players and team ratings. Oh, chorizo and egg taco sounds way better than doing this too. Yeah, so I think we're doing it right. Unless there's something I'm missing. Player skill, CPU skill. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't think we're doing anything wrong. Trying to get his channel points back. That ain't happening. They're long gone. That's what you want to make it to make sure. Yeah, we get every now and then. No, we get injuries and penalties every now and then. It happens, just not a lot. Can we have the mods again? I haven't even looked to see if there are mods yet, but if it continues down this road, these aren't going to be very fun, and we want to make them fun. So if they continue to suck on the Madden Sims, we'll fix it. We'll try to fix it. The process is not easy. It's very complicated. I'm doing things to my computer that I don't even know what they are. So I'm going to hold off that as long as possible, is what I'm trying to say. But that'll do it for the Madden Sim. As I said during the stream, we're going to try to do our post-game show tomorrow around 8 or 8:30. It's obviously a 4:30 game. I'm going to be here at home watching it, so it's not like I have to go to all the post-game stuff, but I would like to make sure that the website is running and all the post-game articles are getting edited and all that sort of stuff before I jump on stream for 2 hours. And I got to do a heck of a lot more even after we go on stream. I'll have to record something with Eric. I have to get the newsletter in line for tomorrow, for Monday morning. So it'll probably be a relatively short stream. Definitely only 2 segments. Probably not spending a lot of time between segments tomorrow night. But one thing I do know we'll do, which is open up this. And you can look at the address here, Pride Detroit, because that's where, if you ever want to send stuff, that's our P.O. box right there. Exclamation P.O. box. Gets you that anyways. But anyways, enjoy the rest of your guys' Saturday morning, evening, afternoon. I hope your college football team does well. Enjoy the 1 o'clock games too. We don't know what it is yet. Actually, I think I know what it is, but it's really cool, and I don't want to spoil what's in the box. So you're going to want to see it. That's all I'll say. But until next time, thank you all for joining us. Hope you had fun, or at least as much fun as you can watching the Lions get blown the F up.